everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Wednesday. Only here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Want to welcome you to the September 11th, 2024 All 60s show. I want to thank DJ Cosmos, who is filling in for Terry Lawrence for the drop-off there. Thank you, DJ Cosmos. And he is on 3 times a week. He's on 3 times a week here on Oldies and More Radio. And I'm trying to see the name of the show. But anyway, as we want to welcome you to the All 60s edition here for this beautiful day here. It's been really nice here in the New York area with the weather and whatnot. Right now it's 63 and clear. Can't ask for anything more than that. But we opened up the show with a singer from Grove Hill, Alabama originally, but grew up in Mobile. But he is best known for a song called The Horse. And his name was Clifford James Nobles. This was kind of an answer song to The Horse, a song called The Camel. The Camel came out on the Filet of Soul record label, which was out of Philadelphia, tune written and produced by Jesse James. And this cut was from the LP called The Horse, released in May. Well, this 45 released in May of 1969. That's Cliff Nobles and Company there on Filet of Soul Records with The Camel. Well, enough of my babbling here. Let's start it off. Well, let's say that DJ Cosmos, let's go back. He's on Thursdays from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and he features 80s music on that show, so you want to tune in on Oldies and More Radio for that, and also on Friday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 70s and 80s. So if you like 80s and 70s and 80s music, you know, we do a touch of the 70s sometimes. Got to tune into DJ Cosmos on Oldies and More Radio. That's the place to be as we continue here, and let's kick it off with the vocal portion. This singer started out as a guitar player for the Soul Survivors. He played on their hit Expressway to Your Heart, but he left the group to form his own group, and he had a pretty big Philadelphia hit, a song called Call on You, a song that he wrote. But this is the flip. I think this is the flip side of the 45, because I like this side. And has anybody out there been a woodsman? I'm not a woodsman, but I used to chop wood at one point. But let's go to February 68, the vocal opener here. Chuck Trios, I think that's how you say it, T-R-O-R, Trois, Chuck Trois and the Amazing Maze on the Sock and Soul label. The song is called Woodsman from February 68.
Happy woodsman, so when his life away, now time and discomfort, just living from day to day. Oh, I wish I could make it soon, 'cause I live like a woodsman and be free as the sky is blue. Like the sky is blue, life's a leisure, just dreaming your life away. No worries of taxes and bills that you gotta pay. Oh, I'm gonna work real hard and do what I wanna do. I'll live like a woodsman and be free as the sky is blue. Like a woodsman and be free like the sky is blue.
sure they used a real saw in that record. You sound like a saw cutting wood. There you go. That's I can't pronounce this. Troy's. There's a way to say that, and I'm not saying it right. And I didn't check it before the show. Trois, Chuck Troy's. I think that's how you say it. And The Amazing Maze from February 68 on the Sock and Soul label. Woodsman is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your woodsman for a Wednesday evening right here on YouTube and Oldies and More Radio. And I don't know if we can call this a duet, Charlene, but I guess with a band leader, it's not really a duet. It's Jackie Wilson and band leader, pianist, composer Count Basie. And this is a cover tune. This song originally done by Stevie Wonder back in 1965 on the Tamla label. And this is produced by Nat Tarnopol, Teddy Reeg, and arranged by Benny Carter. Let's go to February of 1968 for Jackie Wilson and Count Basie on the Brunswick label, and Jackie's rendition of the tune Uptight, parentheses, Everything's All Right.
Is alright, uptight, outside, baby, and everything is alright, uptight, outside. I'm a poor man's son from across the railroad tracks. The only suit I own is hanging on my back, but I'm the envy of every single guy. Since I'm the apple of my girl's eye. Now when we go out stepping down the avenue, my baby loves me and my suit don't look new. If my clothes are new, because I'm out of sight, because my heart is true. She tells me, baby, everything is alright, uptight, clean outside. She says, baby, everything is alright, you're uptight, and look out, outside, yeah. Basie. Baby, uptight, out of sight. I'm in a world of trouble without your woman. I tell you, uptight, everything is alright, out of sight. Go out with me tonight, because baby, we're gonna move down the line. Woman, we're gonna make it shine. I tell you, baby, everything is alright, uptight, clean outside. Now I'm the man from across the railroad track, but when I find my baby, I don't intend to give her back. Listen, I'm uptight, everything is all, baby, alright. I got to, alright. Listen to me now, I got to need, alright.
Yeah, that's Mr. Excitement there, Jackie Wilson, teaming up with Count Basie on that tune, that cover tune, originally done by Stevie Wonder, February 68, released there on the Brunswick label. Uptight, everything is all right. Johnny G ain't uptight for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. We're here from 9 p.m. till midnight, spinning 60s soul 45's out of my collection. And let us continue here. And let's go to Juggy Murray's Symbol record label. This group had 3 releases on the Symbol label. Their first one was their biggest hit, a song called She Blew a Good Thing. This is their second release, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Ronnie Lewis. and this charted number 4 on KYOK in Houston, Texas. Let's go to June of 1966. Give a listen to The Poets. The Poets on the Symbol label. It's called So Young, parentheses, and So Innocent. The Poets.
You're so young, coming so innocent. Love the way you smile. Oh yeah. So young, so nice, just like sugar and spice. Take my breath away.
As June 66 release there for The Poets on the Symbol label. That's Ronnie Lewis on lead. So Young, parentheses, and So Innocent is the name of the tune. They also would have in 67 a release on the J2 label, and then their final release, which I had pulled to play, but I decided not to play it tonight. Veep Records in 1968. I think a song called The Hustler. I had it to play, then I pulled it back. Johnny G is your Wednesday night DJ right here on Oldies and More Radios. We're also live on the YouTube stream, and I had a special in-studio guest collector and disc jockey on Sunday. We had a marathon show. We had 2 marathon shows again. Mr. Dave the Rave was here, and he played some of his rare soul records that he has purchased over the last year or two. So I'm always glad to have Dave here in the studio. He'll be back here again with another special edition of his Relics and Rarities live in the Johnny G studios. But I'm spinning my 45s. I do this show every Wednesday, those of you that are new to the program. And if you are first finding out about the show, please consider subscribing on my YouTube page. You have to be signed in. You have to have an email address. They ask you some information because they keep analytics. And they keep analytics on the people that are signed on onto YouTube. Anybody can view it, but at least for them to get, the information that they need to monitor these videos and whatnot. But, there's been some, I just heard today, I think it was Edmund that messaged me on Facebook that, what was his name? Frank Beverly just passed away, and Dave was here. He had a rare record that he played by Frank Beverly, and I have the next 2 records are for people that we lost. Well, we lost this gal in September. She was 76 years old. I don't know what date exactly here, but actually Dave mentioned it to me. And she was born in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, but then she relocated to Detroit, Michigan. Her sister died. Her and her sister were members of a group called the Adorables that recorded for Ed Wingate's Golden World label. In 1966, though, she went solo. This was her debut single, a tune written by Don Davis and Billy Jackson. It's from February 66, as we remember the late Pat Lewis. Pat Lewis on the Golden World record label. Her tune is called Let's Go Together. Something about that song reminds me of a Barbara Acklin tune. I don't know what it is, but something in there. There you go. That's the late Pat Lewis. Pat Lewis from February 1968. That is her debut solo release on the Golden World record label. Let's Get Together is the name of the tune. Now, after this release, she signed with the Solid Hit label. She had 4 more releases on that label. Johnny G is your Wednesday night DJ right here. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for being here. All the people in the chat room there, and also in the Oldies and More chat room. But let us continue here. Another person that artist that we lost was this Sergio Mendes. He was the lead of his group, the Brazil 66, out of Brazil. Their debut single came out on Herb Alpert and Jerry Moss's A&M label out of Los Angeles, California. This is their debut single. And this... Okay, Charlene has this information. The members were Sergio Mendes from... I can't say these places, Charlene. Niterói, is that an L? Brazil. He was the pianist, composer, and arranger and band leader. Bob Matthews on bass. Jose Soares on percussions, J.O. Palma on drums, John Pisano on guitar, and he always had 2 gals with him. One was Lanny Hall. She was usually the lead singer and later became Herb Alpert's wife, and Sylvia Dulce Kilner. And this song was actually a cover tune. This song was first done by George Ben in 1963 on the Phillips label. This is produced by Herb Albert. This charted number 47 on Billboard, number 5 on KROY in Sacramento, California, and we just lost Sergio Mendes on September 5th of 2024 at the age of 83. It says he died from long COVID, and there is a video on YouTube with him performing this song. Got to apologize in advance, though, because when I had to go looking for this record down in the No Humidity basement, and it looks mint, but it looks like it was played with a bad needle. So, and you know, I hate styrene 45's, and you'll definitely hear what a bad needle does. And I wasn't going to play this record, but I couldn't play. I was afraid to play Fool on the Hill. I was afraid to play that record because I didn't want to get a copyright issue. But I figured wouldn't get a copyright on this song. From July of 1966, the late Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66 on the A&M record label. It's called in English, Not At All, but it was called Mas Que Nada. This is Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. I remember this song when it was out on the radio. Here you go.
Samba está animado, o Yugueiro em Sampa. Este samba que é misto de maracatu. Em samba de preto veio, samba de preto. Mas que nada, um samba como este tá legal. Você não vai querer que chegue no final. Que eu quero passar, pois o samba está animado, o que eu quero é samba. Este samba que é misto de maracatu, é samba de preto veio, samba de preto. Mas que nada, um samba como este é tão legal, você não vai querer que chegue no final.
As July 1966 release there for the late Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66 on the A&M record label. Mas Que Nada is the name of the tune. So like I said, I had it was funny because when my aunt used to pick up her those 45's from the jukebox distributor there, I used to go fill in the records in the jukebox. There were tons of Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66, and the other guy that's on that label, oh, what's his name? It starts with a W, I think. But the same type, kind of this a samba type beat thing there. But anyway, that deserves a play. So thank you, Edmund, for suggesting that. There you go, the late Sergio Mendes, as we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's go to Philadelphia, PA now for this next group. This is an in-demand Northern Soul 45, and I was lucky to get it. Bought it many, many years ago in Montvale, New Jersey from Ken Thompson, and he had a $5 price on the record. It ain't mint, but it's okay to play. Now, this group included Tommy Keith, who wrote this tune, James Keith, Walter Lockman, and Rodney Overby. And those guys, prior to this release, were members of the Del Reys that recorded for the Chord label back in 1958. They were also members of the Teen Kings that recorded for B Records in 59. Those are two very expensive vocal group harmony records. And they also were recorded as the Delights on the Night label, NITE Records, in 1961. Here they are as the Delights again, but DE-LITES from 1965. It's on the Cuppy record label, an in-demand Philadelphia 45. The Delights with their tune called Lover. There you go. That is a in-demand 45 there. The Delights out of Philadelphia from 1965. It's on the Cuppy record label. Lover is the name of the tune. Thank you all for being here, tuning into the Vinyl Treasures show. Let us continue here for this next singer from Meridian, Mississippi. Began recording as a member of Johnny Torrance's Jewels. They recorded, I think he was the Jewels that were recorded for the Antler label. And he also sang with a group called The Rollers in 1961 for Liberty Records, but he went solo in 1967. He signed with Johnny Rivers' Soul City record label, had 6 releases on the Soul City label. Let's give a listen to the B-side of his fifth. And this tune originally done by the Four Tops back in 1966 for the Motown record label, tune written by Holland Dozier Holland. This one, though, produced by Johnny Rivers, arranged by Gene Page from March of 1969. Let's give a listen to Al Wilson. Al Wilson on the Soul City record label, and his rendition of the tune, Shake Me, Wake Me, parentheses, When It's Over.
long and sleepless nights, I hear my neighbors talking.
She don't love
They
him.
say that out of my life into another's arms, that you will soon be walking.
She don't love him.
Somebody shake me, come on and awake me when it's over. I want you to tell me that I'm dreaming. Just wake me when it's over. They say our love ain't what it used to be, and everyone knows but me. I close my ears, not wanting to hear, but the words are loud and clear. Through these walls so thin, I hear my neighbors win. They say that she don't love him.
She don't love
They
him.
say my heart's in danger, don't you leaving me for the love of a stranger.
She don't love him.
Somebody shake me, come on and awake me, and tell me when it's over. I want you to tell me that I'm dreaming, and wake me when it's over. Ooh, girl, you're my heart's desire, and my whole world you've inspired. I can't bear to be losing you, 'cause I've loved you my whole life through. Through these walls so thin, I hear my neighbors win. They say that she don't love him.
She don't love
They
him.
say my heart's in danger, 'cause you're leaving me for the love of a stranger. Ooh, somebody shake me, come on now, wake me, and tell me when it's over. I want you to tell me that I'm dreaming, and wake me when it's over. Oh yeah, come on and shake me. Ooh yeah, just wake me, somebody, tell me when it's over.
Cover tunes here on the 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. That's Al Wilson's version of the Four Tops tune, Shake Me, Wake Me, parentheses, when it's over. That's his fifth of six on the Soul City record label from March of 1969. I remember I bought his record, used to hear it on the radio all the time. Show and Tell was a cool record from the 1970s. Let us continue here. How about we play a real Motown record as we head back to Detroit with a request for listener Adrian Viterbo and an early side for the Temptations. Now, after their two singles on the Mercury label, they moved over to Gordy Records, and this was their third release on the Gordy label, a tune written and produced by Smokey Robinson. It features Paul Williams. He was really the first lead of the group. Paul Williams on lead. This charted number 9 on WEBB in Baltimore, Maryland from March 63. The Temptations on the Gordy label. This is for Adrian. It's called I Want a Love I Can See.
I want a love I can see. That's the only kind that means a thing to me. Don't want a love you have to tell me about. That kind of loving I can sure do without. I can sure do without. Yeah, 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 yeah. I want a love I can feel. That's the only kind of loving I think is real. Don't wanna be going by something I heard now. 'Cause baby, action speaks louder than words. Louder than words. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Want a love that's mine. In the rain
That's the sound of Motown here on the Vinyl Treasure Show by request. For Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat, he's listening down in Mexico, the sound of the Temptations. That's Paul Williams on lead there, March 1963, their third release on the Gordy label, I Want a Love I Can See. Well, versus A Love You Can't See, I mean, where would it be, Dave the Rave, A Love You Can't See? You can answer that question as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill in old requests for listener Edmund Williams from Queens, New York. I saw him in our YouTube chat room. Now, this duo had a number of hits during their career. One of the members, Sam Moore, began as a member of the Majestics that recorded for the Marlin label back in 1957. But then he met up with Dave Prater, and they recorded as Sam and Dave. They signed with Morris Levy's Roulette record label. Had 7 releases through 1964. Then they ended up on Stax Records, where they started experiencing some pretty big hits. You know their tunes like Soul Man and Hold On, I'm Coming, but they had 10 releases on the Stax record label. Then again in 68 they would move over to Atlantic Records. And of course, they were Atlantic Records distributed the Stax label. They had 10 more releases. This was their first that Edmund requested. This tune written by Eddie Floyd and Steve Cropper. And again, Sam Moore and Dave Prater, a.k.a. Sam and Dave, from May 1968 on the Atlantic label. This was a number 4 record on WROV in Roanoke, Virginia. I think this charted like in the 20s on the R&B chart because I checked it out. It was, I think it was a 26 record. It was number 48, I think, on the Billboard chart. From May 68 for Edmund Williams, Sam and Dave on Atlantic. It's called You Don't Know What You Mean to Me for Edmund.
Dave, yeah, I got a little song I want to sing. Yeah! Eddie Floyd wrote the song for me.
Yes, he did, brother.
And I believe I could tell the well about it.
Yeah!
He told me to tell him about my baby. Oh, baby. And I got to sing the song.
Well, all brothers will listen to it.
This is what Eddie told me to tell him.
Go ahead and tell him about his song.
Baby, don't you worry about your man. I'll be coming home as soon as I can. I got love in the palm of my hand. Just got to get back to you soon as I can. You don't know, oh, what you mean to me. You don't know, no, what you mean to me. You don't know, no, 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 you don't know.
He also tell all the brothers this here. He said, look, I got love in you on my mind. I'm starting right now, so I will be on time. I wanna do
you go. That's by request for Edmund Williams. The whole request for Edmund in our YouTube chat. That's May 68. That's on the Atlantic record label. That's their first on Atlantic. Sam and Dave with You Don't Know What You Mean to Me is the name of the tune. He also requested the flip side of the 45. As I turn away from the mic. So let's flip it over here. As there you go, instant requests. Oh well, Edmund requests lots of times the B-sides of the 45s that he selects here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. So let's flip it over here. This tune written by Homer Banks, Betty Crutcher, and Willie Dean Parker. It's produced by Isaac Hayes and David Porter from May 68. This is the flip side of You Don't Know What You Mean to Me, their first release on the Atlantic label. The song is called This Is Your World. Sam and Dave from May 68 for Edmund.
This is your world, I'm just living in it. This is your world, I'm just living in it. I'm all wrapped up in you, baby. Oh, without you, I couldn't live. Every moment we away from each other, happiness will fade and my sorrow will build. This is your world, I'm just living in it. This is your world, I'm just living in it. Look, you're my sunshine and you are my rain. You can bring me joy or you can bring me pain. You control my very soul. What I like about your love, that it never grows old. This is your world, I'm just living in it. This is your world, I'm just living in it. Look, a sad thing about it that I don't understand. How can a woman have so much power over a man? If never can beat this, Lord, I'll bring her both hands. Oh, you in charge, mama? What a sweet command. Oh, this is your world, I'm just living in it. This is your world, I'm just living in it. This is your world, I'm just living in it. This is your world, I'm just living in it. This is your world, I'm just living in it. Baby, you don't know what I'm talking about. This is your world.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I wasn't kind of trying to confuse you with those records. Those were, I'm teasing the audience a little bit is what I'm doing. There you go. That is a B-side there for Sam and Dave. This Is Your World is the name of the tune. That's their first release on from May 68 on the Atlantic label. Sam and Dave. That's a by request for Edmund Williams, the flip side of You Don't Know What You Mean to Me. You don't know what you mean to Johnny G, so you should send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number to get your requests to me for this show, this 60 show. I'm not doing the 78 show tomorrow. I'll be back a week from tomorrow, but I'll be back Saturday evening from 9 p.m. till midnight with 50s and early 60s 45s out of my collection, the majority of them requests by you, the listener. As we continue here, as we go to this singer born originally in Washington, D.C. This is actually a request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. This is the record I messed up on. I played It Hurt Me Too, I think, the flip side of Stubborn Kind of Fellow. But this was the song that that Frank requested. Again, for Mr. Marvin Gaye, this was his 7th release. I think I said all this too, by the way. His 7th release on the Tamla record label, and backing vocals on this are the Love Tones. That's the flip side of, what is the flip side of this? You're a Wonderful One. Charlene doesn't put the A-sides here. Hitchhike, which I think is a cool tune. So I got to set it up again, folks. Sorry about that. Get it right, Johnny. Don't ruin this new needle. That one there. So let's give it a spin here. December 62. This charted number 7 on WOOK in Washington, D.C. Marvin Gaye and the Love Tones, by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room on the Tamla label. It's called Hello There, Angel.
Right around the corner, there is an angel, and how I hope and pray I'll make her my girl. So if I had wings of gold, I'd fly to you, my love. Yes, I would. And on my way to you, I'd catch a star from above. Straight away I fly to cloud number 9. Said my baby was feeling fine. When I get there, this is what I'd say. Hello there, angel. Hello there, angel. Are you feeling fine today? I happen to be in the neighborhood. Thought I'd fly around your way to say, angel love, my darling angel, can you come out to play? Come on, angel, please. I really love you. Now right around the corner, there lives an angel. Now if Venus only knew, oh how she'd envy you. Yes, she would. The beauty of your love shines through and through. And oh, without you, I know my world would come to an end. But I've got you right beside me. With each day a new dawn begins. Hello there, angel. Hello there, angel. Are you feeling fine today? I happen to be in the neighborhood. Thought I'd fly around your way to say, angel love, my darling angel, can you come out to play? Come on, angel, please. Oh, walking with your halo on. Hello, angel. Yes, darling. Oh, want to take you home. Come on.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That's by request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat. And that's the sound of Marvin Gaye. That's the B-side to Hitchhike, which was a pretty big hit for him. December 62, Marvin Gaye with the Love Tones on the Tamla label. Hello There, Angel is the name of the tune. Now, Frank Chingaro is half of the duo that host the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. Both Frank Chingaro and Gordon Skagberg, they are hosts of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade on Sunday afternoons, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 5. They are live out of Hofstra University, that is WRHU FM 88.7. They stream live on WRHU.org, and they feature lots of great and rare vocal group sounds and rhythm and blues sounds on 45. That's on Sundays. Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon. Tune into that program as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Yes, Warren Russell, I finally found this record. I didn't find it last week, but I found it this week. Let's go to Abner Spector's Tough record label, and this singer goes by the name of Ray Raymond. Now, supposedly it's an alias for Norman McCoy, who is Van McCoy's brother. So that's a possibility. Now, this one produced and arranged by Van McCoy. I know Tony Crosby, who's in our chat room, he is listening from the UK. He's a big Van McCoy fan. But this is from July 65. I've never featured the A-side of this. I've played the flip of this before. This charted number 54 on WAMO out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, from July 65 for Warren Russell in our chat room. Ray Raymond on Tough. The song is called It Breaks My Heart for Warren.
How many times must he hurt you? How many nights must he desert you? When will you wake up and see I really need you? Give your love to me, 'cause it breaks my heart in two to see your crying face. It breaks my heart in two, baby, to see your sweet love going to waste. Can't you see that I love you? Can't you see that I need you? Can't you see how it breaks my heart in two to see your crying face? It breaks my heart in two.
As July 65 release there for Ray Raymond. That's going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room on the Tough record label. It Breaks My Heart is the name of the tune. Supposedly that's Norman McCoy. That is supposedly Van McCoy's brother there, Ray Raymond. Let us continue here with the requests here. This is a request for listener Amnon. This group originally from South Bend, Indiana, first recording for the Harvey label back in 1962, but then they signed with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Soul record label, had 30 releases on the Soul label. Now, Amnon requested their fourth, co-written by I guess we can say the vocalist and also the tenor saxophonist Arthur DeWalt Mixon Jr., a.k.a. Junior Walker. This one charted number 29 on Billboard, number 7 on the R&B chart, number 5 on WAMO in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from July 65. By request for Amnon, Junior Walker, and the All-Stars on the Soul label, Motown Soul record label, another Motown sound. It's called Shake and Finger Pop. For Junior Walker and the All-Stars on the Soul record label from July 65, Shake and Finger Pop. Great dancing tunes here on the Vinyltreasure show. Let's go to Philadelphia now, back to Philadelphia. This was a 45 that my guest collector on Sunday sold me. Dave the Rave sold me this record a while back. I don't know what it goes for now, but I think he sold it to me for $40. So, Dave, did you do a good deal or not? You sold me this record for $40. And I rarely buy records. This is a touch of the 70s Santi, 1971 release for this. But this group consisted of Theodore Mills, Ted Mills, Charles Henderson, Ronald Nelson, and some guy named Chuck. Collectively, they were known as the Topics, Toppiks. Now, this lead singer here, his name is Ted Mills. He would later become the lead singer of a group called Blue Magic that recorded for the Atco record label. But first he sang with this group called The Topics. This is on the Larsum label. It's out of Philadelphia from 1971. The Topics with Give It a Chance to Grow. The Topics.
So you say you're not satisfied. Tell me that your heart wants more.
You must be kidding me, my darling. I'm surprised at you don't know. The answer's so clear. I'm standing right here. Whoa.
Give it a chance to grow. Give it a chance to grow.
So you say you don't need me, baby. All you wanna do is tease me, baby.
But I've got new. I won't be that fool anymore because
The answer's so clear. I'm standing right here. Whoa.
give it a chance to grow.
Come on, darling, and
Give it a chance to grow. Let's give it a try.
Don't you worry about it.
Darling,
Sounds of Philadelphia here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and those are the Topics. The Topics there. That lead singer there, his name is Ted Mills. Ted Mills later would become lead of Blue Magic from 1971. Touch of the 70s here. Even though this is the 60s show, Give It a Chance to Grow is the name of the tune. I'm your host, disc jockey Johnny G. We have our soul get-together every Wednesday from 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight. We're live on YouTube, also live broadcasting on Oldies and More Radio. If you prefer that stream, you can go to oldiesandradio.org or .com. Is it .org? It is I think it's .com. I'm sorry, not .org, .com. You can listen to the stream, but if you like the visual, you get to see these cool labels from the 1960s as we stay in it with a touch of the 70s, and we go out to Hollywood, California, to Madeline and Jackson Baker's Audio Arts label for a tune written by Jimmy Webb. Now, Charlene, did anybody else do this song? Because I was concerned with this Jimmy Webb tune that somebody else recorded it. But it is a arranged by James Carmichael, and it was produced by the label owner Madeline Baker. It's from August 1971. The singer here is Al Waples, Waples, and he's being backed up by a group called The Incredibles. They have some great records on this Audio Arts label earlier, like in late 65 into the 1960s, some great records. But let's give it a spin here. Al Waples and The Incredibles on the Audio Arts label. Touch of the 70s. This came out in August of 71. It's called Movin' On. Whoops, wrong one.
I don't belong here.
No, no, no.
It's time to face it. Take the memory of this old town and just erase it. Moving on, taking leave. I can't wait another minute. Moving on, say farewell to this old town and everyone that's in it. I was made to live alone. Got to keep on moving on. If she had asked me, I would have stayed here. No one will ever know the kind of dream we could have made here. Moving on, she'll never miss me. It really doesn't matter. Moving on, there ain't no use in throwing foul abuse at her. I was made to live alone. I got to keep on moving on. Got to keep on moving. Got to keep on grooving. Well, I was made to live alone. Got to keep on moving on. Got to keep on moving on. I'm the type who lives alone. By morning, I'll be moving on. Keep on moving on.
Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. That's Al Waples and The Incredibles from August 71. It's on the Audio Arts label. It's called Movin' On. As we move on here for a Wednesday evening, let's go back to Philadelphia now to a kind of a cool label. I bought this years ago, paid $5 for this 45. It's on the Bacon Fat label. And I think this is the group's only release. This is on a tune written by Steven Nelson, and this charted number 12 on WDAS in Philadelphia, PA. Released in October of 1968. They're called The Imaginations. The Imaginations on Bacon Fat Records. This is the intended A side. We're going to flip the 45 over too for the up-tempo side, but this is the ballad. The song is called I Want a Girl. The Imaginations.
Our love, maybe one day, baby, we could reach for the sky. I want a girl,
That's October 68 release there for the Imaginations. The Imaginations. It's on the Bacon Fat record label. They're out of Philadelphia. I Want a Girl is the name of the tune. Let's flip it over here. As you know, Johnny G can do that on the All 60s show. Flip it over. And there you go. Put the needle on there. So this flip side, also written by Steven Nelson from October 68. The flip side of I Want a Girl by the Imaginations. It's called I Love You More, parentheses, than anyone.
Oh, baby, I love you more than I've ever loved anyone, baby. And I need you more than I've ever needed anyone, baby. My baby, hey, hey, hey.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show. There you go, October 68 release there, The Imaginations, the B-side there. I Love You More, parentheses, than anyone. Featured the A-side there, the ballad I Want a Girl. It's on the Bacon Fat record label, October 1968 release. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas for the singer, originally from Blytheville, Arkansas. First started singing with a group called the Cool Gents back in the 1950s. They recorded for VJ Records. He went solo in 1958 with a string of releases on the subsidiary, the VJ subsidiary Falcon Abner, and also VJ Records too, by the way. His biggest solo effort was a song called Raindrops. I think it came out in 1961. And in 64, he would sign with Constellation Records, had 9 releases on the Constellation label through 1966. Here's his second, a tune written by Bob Gaudio of the Four Seasons, and was first recorded by a gal by the name of Jackie Hill. She did it in August 63 for the Marbrit label, but let's give a listen to this version from May of 1964 from Mr. D. Clark. D. Clark. This charted number 37 on WKLO out of Louisville, Kentucky. D. Clark on Constellation with his rendition of the tune Come Closer. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Jim Lampley in Texas, May 64 release for Mr. D. Clark. D. Clark on Constellation, his rendition of the tune Come Closer. Now, this was also recorded by others in November of 65 by Jessica James and the Outlaws on the Dino Voice record label, and then in December 66 by Tiffany Michelle, which I have played here before on the program. Johnny G is your DJ for a Wednesday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. This is our Wednesday night get-together. This is usually the first show of 3. Well, we'll call it 2.5 every week because I do a 78 show on Thursdays, but every other week, so it's not tomorrow. It will be next Thursday, and then I'll be back on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like 1950s vocal groups, and I play them by year. So let's just say you dig the late 1950s and you like those 50s vocal groups, you can tune in midway through the show, but usually I'm playing some early sides in the beginning. Of course, I open up with an instrumental on every show, and then I usually have an upbeat tune, and then we go into it. But this is the 60s show where I kind of like go all over the gamut, and again, also with requests by you. If I have the 45, I'll feature it. It's got to, of course, I approve all the requests, and it has to fit the format of the program. Let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat. This singer, originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, began his career as a member of the Victorials that recorded for the Imperial record label. He was in that group, but he left that group and moved to Los Angeles and started his solo career, has releases on a number of different labels, Alden, Kelly, Delphi, Wizard, VJ, and others. Also recorded a couple of cool duets as Hal and Brenda and Hal and Bobby. Well, let's fill this request for listener Warren Russell. We go to Sid Nathan's Federal record label for this one. It's a song he co-wrote. It's from August 61. Mr. Hal Davis. Hal Davis on Federal Records. It's called You're the Girl for Me. This is for Warren.
The girl for me, the prettiest thing I've ever seen. You kiss me once, you kiss me twice. Yes, you make me feel, ooh, so nice. You're the girl for me. Hey, you're the girl for me. Well, whenever you let me hold your hand, yes, you make me feel, ooh, so grand. You set my soul on fire. You're my little one, my one desire. You're the girl for me. Hey, you're the girl for me. My little darling, you know I love you. I love you most of all. You know just how much you thrill me. Come on, little darling, let's have a ball. You're the girl for me. Hey, 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 prettiest thing I've ever seen. You kiss me once, you kiss me twice. You make me feel oh so nice. You're the girl for me. Hey, you're the girl for me. Wow.
Yeah, filling a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat, and that's the sound of Hal Davis from August 61 on the Federal record banner. You're the Girl, the Girl for Me is the name of the tune. He got lots of great records, this Al Davis. Let us continue here. Let's go out to Los Angeles, California for this gal. Her name is Beverly Noble, and she was 14 years old at the time, and she was a school classmate of George Mottola and Ricky Page's daughter. And she first recorded back in 1964 on the Sparrow label. Then she had this release that came out on John Fisher's Rally record label out of Los Angeles, California. A tune written by George Mottola and his wife Ricky Page. And he also co-produced it, George Mottola did. By the way, Frank Gingaro, who is in our YouTube chat room, he's a contributor to the Echoes of the Past magazine. He did a great article on George Mottola, also with Ricky Page too. The beginnings of George Mottola, as he was involved with lots of groups out of Los Angeles, California. So I call George Mottola the West Coast George Golner. But check out the latest edition of Echoes of the Past magazine. Check out that article by Frank Gingaro, who is in our chat room and a listener to the Vinyl Treasure show. But let's go to May of 65. Give a listen to Beverly Noble on the Rally label. It's called Better Off Without You.
I built my whole world around you, around you. From the moment I
has Beverly Noble. Beverly Noble from May 65 on the Rally label. Better Off Without You is the name of the tune. I bet you Ricky Page is singing on that, as she also recorded too, by the way. Ricky Page did, but there you go. George Mottola and Ricky Page composition there. Better Off Without You. Johnny G is not better off without you. I'm glad you're here, tuned into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Tell your friends about it here. This is the first show of the week. We do it Wednesday evenings from 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight with a little bit of overtime. Usually go a little bit of overtime. But let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Now, this singer, born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, he would move to Tampa, and he was a valet and part-time driver for James Brown. And he would later join James Brown's Famous Flames, and he also recorded. His real name was Lloyd Eugene Stallworth, but he recorded as Baby Lloyd. And Edmund requested his debut single. This first came out on the Henry Stone's Dade Records, which was out of Miami, Florida, would then get picked up by Atco Records. The tune written by an alias for James Brown, because James Brown wrote this, but I guess he had to keep it under wraps, couldn't let anybody know. So the writer on this is Desi Rozier, but it's really James Brown. This is from August of 1960, going out to Edmund Williams, Baby Lloyd on Atco Records. It's called Wait and See.
I've got money, but now I need love. I've got money, but now I need love. And when I get my loving, I'll be a happy man. Money, but I don't have you. I've got money, but I don't have you. I've got so much money and nothing else will do.
Well, actually, Charlene's got them. Charlene, did I give you Wait and See first? Maybe I did. So there you go. I messed that up, folks. That's that. Unless the labels are reversed, this is called I Need Love. I called it Wait and See, but it was not. It was called I Need Love. So she has that on the second page. But let's flip it over, because Wait and See is the A side here. As I messed that up, folks. So that was I Need Love. This is the other side, of course. So it does make a difference. Edmund likes both sides of the record. So let's flip it over here. And this is, we just heard Wait, I Need Love. This is the side called Wait and See. Sorry.
I don't have nobody in this world care for me, but oh, everything gonna be alright. Hey, 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 just you wait and see. Sometimes I have to cry, 'cause you don't love me no more. And if you don't love me, hey, 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 why don't you tell me so? Sometimes I wanna cry, but my heart can't bear this pain. Heart full of sorrow. Don't you know I've got a change? I know you don't love me, but baby, wait and see. You may drive me from your door, but wait and see. Yeah, yeah, just you wait and see. I know there's somebody else on your mind.
Sounds like he's taking lessons from James Brown. I will say that. There you go. That's Baby Lloyd. By request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. That's Wait and See, the name of the tune from August 1960 on the Atco record label. First came out on Dade Records out of Miami, Florida. And then we, prior to that, we heard the flip side, I Need Love. Sounds like the Famous Flames backing them up on that. August 1960 on Atco Records is how I have it. That's going out to Edmund Williams. Let's fill a request now for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room, as this singer, first recording for Lloyd Price's Double L label back in 1963. But then in 1964, he signed with Beat Castlin's Hull Records, had 2 releases on the Hull label. This is his first, a tune written by Windsor King, and he was a member of a vocal group. I forget the name of the group, maybe the Jarmels, I think, maybe, not sure, but his name is Johnny Dunn. It's from May of 1964. This is on Styrene. You know Johnny's feelings about Styrene 45's, although this is a clean Styrene. Johnny Dunn on Hull Records, going out to Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. It's called My Stupid Heart. Johnny Dunn.
I know that I'm a fool to try to make you stay. I know your love for me has drifted far away. But one thing, girl, you just gotta see, my heart is hooked and will never, never be free. Oh, what can I do but keep on running back to you? Yeah, now what I to let you go. I tried to tell it that you go forevermore. My mind is willing to accept my defeat, yeah, but my stupid heart controls my feet. So what can I do? Just keep on running back to you, yeah, now every day, yeah. Try as I may to show my heart where it's at. My stupid heart says it's gonna stand pat. It says it's only just a matter of time, and everything's gonna be just right. Oh, what can I do? But keep on running back to you, yeah, now every day, yeah. My stupid heart, baby, won't let me be. My stupid heart, baby, you know, won't set me free. Yeah, I'm gonna come a-running, yeah, I'm gonna come a-running, running, 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 running.
That's Johnny Dunn, Johnny D-U-N-N, Johnny Dunn from May 64 by request for Frank Shingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's My Stupid Heart, came out on the Hull record label. He had one more release in 1966 for the Weep, W-E-E-P record label. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Wednesday evening. If you like what you hear, please give me a thumbs up and tell your friends about it. They need to come over to the Vinyltreasure show, as this is our first show of the week. We're here till midnight tonight. Let us continue here. For the only release for this group, actually go back to Charlene. It's it was May of 1970. You needed to put the month there. You have 1970. I gave you that information. You got to go check ARSA for that. That's why I sent you that. But this is the group's only release on the UPP. Wait. It's on Up Records. I don't know why they have all the P's here. UPPP. It's Up Records. It's out of New York City. Now, this group included Calvin Coleman, Speedo Gonzalez, Alfonso Fiform, and lead singer here, his name is Bobby Allen. They were known as Bobby Allen and the GPs, Geepees. And the tune written by Floyd McRae. It's from May of 70, I think I saw. Bobby Allen and the GPs on UPP. I think it was a record played here in New York City on, what is a big soul station out of Newark, New Jersey? But anyway, it's called Here She Comes Again, Bobby Allen and the GPs.
Told all of my friends how I wish that she was mine, and how I like to hold, kiss, and squeeze her, and say the sweet things I know I'm gonna please her. It wasn't long ago, by chance happened to me. I wanted to say hello, but Somehow I know that we two could never be something deep inside.
It keeps on telling me,
Don't you love her so?
yes I do.
Why don't you let her know?
No, she belongs to my best friend.
My best friend,
My best friend.
my best friend. Oh,
I hope someday to be almost as lucky as he is. And find myself a girl as sweet as she is. Here comes my baby.
here she comes.
Oh,
Hey, hey,
she looks so fine now.
He's
Here comes my baby now.
Hey, hey,
I see my baby walking down the street.
There you go. That's Touch of the 70s here, May 1970 release for Bobby Allen and the GPs on the Up. I guess we call it Up Records, but it's got 3 P's. Here She Comes Again. I forget if I even gave you the title. Here She Comes Again is the name of the tune. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Do a flip side request from last week. This one's for Adrian Viterbo, a great two-sided 45 in my opinion, and I'm guessing this group is out of Detroit. Last week I featured the Rochelles with Hear My Plea on the Spacey label from 1964, featured Yvonne Robertson on lead. Now, this was first recorded as Yvonne Robertson and the D-Mystics, and I have it on, I forget the label here, doesn't, it's not here, but, what the name, I can't think of it, but I didn't check it out. But anyway, it's from 1964. Let's flip that 45 over to the Spacey 45, because I don't know which side I like better, but I like this side too. Again, Yvonne Robertson on lead, the Rochelles on Spacey. For Adrian, it's called Teardrops.
Drops just keep falling. Teardrops keep falling from my eyes. One by one, just keep falling. With a heart full of hurt. One by one, just keep falling. Baby, what went wrong? What did I say to make you treat me this way? One by one, just keep falling. One by one, falling. Falling from my eye. One by one, for it's you I love. It's you I love. But why do we part? It's you I love. Because of pain. It's you in my heart. A pain in my heart. A pain in my heart. Because of a pain. A pain in my heart. Don't you know it's you I love? You I love. It's you I love. It's you I love. But why do we part? You I love. It's you that I love. You I love.
as I just about, just about get caught here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. I think that's a great record, I have to say. So it's a great two-sided 45. There you go. That's going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat, 1964. They're called the Rochelle's. The Rochelle's featured it on the Spacey label. Teardrops is the name of the tune. That's also on Spacey again, but like a cruder version as Yvonne Robertson and the Domestics. And then I have it on another way, but I didn't. Charlene doesn't have it here because I bought it when I was looking through Greg's collection. He had it in his, I forget the label, Dove Records. That's what it was. It was Dove Records. And I have that 45. I mean, it wasn't in great shape, but he had a decent price on it. Darren priced it okay, and I took it. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Here's a record that belonged to David Antrell. And you can tell because Spence used to bring me over boxes of records. Now, I think it was... I don't know if Kevin, Dave Antrell's brother, Kevin... I used to see him at the Allentown Record Show, and he used to fly in from California because Dave Antrell was originally from California. Dave Antrell was probably the first really top collector of vocal group harmony records, and until he... I think he became an alcoholic and a tailspin that he had to, I think first he was, you usually try to upgrade your records, but he was downgrading his records. So he would have mint copies of rare vocal group stuff and he would trade it or give it to, I will not mention the names, but he would say, look, I have a mint copy of that. Give me your VG copy and $5,000 and you can have my copy. So that's how the transactions would work. And he would buy, alcohol. And it was unfortunate because I think he might have died of something of cirrhosis of the liver or something like that. But he was young and he was a doctor. Usually that doesn't happen, but it can happen. But he came, I think he came here, was on Don K. Reed's Doo-Wop Shop, and they were advertising, I forget the other gentleman he was with, but they had Classic Artists Records at the time. And they contacted all these singers from these 50s vocal groups, mainly West Coast, but also some of the groups here on the East Coast, like the Cleftones and the Channels and the Five Keys, etc. So he passed away, and his brother had all these records that were like left over. I mean, record labels from all these weird labels. So what happened was Kevin, his brother, Kevin Artribus, I think was his name. And Spence introduced me to him because he would stay over at Spence's house over in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. And I would stop there the night before I went over to Allentown, the Allentown Record Show, and spend thousands of dollars. So what happened was he would show me these records, and you can tell I have them in the collection because they have these little sticker things on it that he put. And he would write, this one is Rainbow 151, Little Charles, and then it's got parentheses Johnson on. This is it says Kangaroo Records, so this is weird. I don't know why. Oh, Kangaroo backed with My Baby. That's the issue. Label mint, record mint, plays mint. So you put this, and he have prices. So his price on this was originally $75. I think, excuse me, Spence was really good. Well, Kevin passed away, unfortunately, from cancer. He was, I forget what it was. I went to visit Spence, and he was there, and he was he went to Stanford University, and they were using a new drug on him to see if it was helping him with this cancer, and unfortunately it did not, and he passed away. So Spence, dealing with his widow, ended up getting all these records. So he would bring me up boxes of them, and they were, he crossed, he had $75 on this. That was Kevin. And Spence said to me, Johnny, make me offers on this and on any of the records. And then again, they weren't like big ticket items because those already were sold. So these were like other oddball things like this one. So what did I say? I offered him 35. I said I'll take this for 35, and he sold it to me for 35. Kevin wanted a lot. Kevin wanted a lot on his records. Okay, he wanted too much money on some of the. I said one of them, like the Cezannes that I won on Marquee. So he had that for $2,000, but it wasn't a mint copy. It was like a VG minus. And I said, look, you got to lower the price. No, John, I don't budge on the prices. I'm like, okay, well, it's not going to be sold. But this was one that I eventually got through Spence. Unfortunate that I didn't want anything bad to happen to Kevin because he was a nice guy. But anyway, these just things happen. But this is Little Charles, and this is on a label called Rainbow Records out of Dallas, Texas. And it's a Little Charles with the Charles Johnson Orchestra. Is his name on here? Yeah, his name is Charles Johnson, is what it is. That's his name. From September of 1964 on Rainbow Records, Little Charles with the ballad. It's a nice ballad. It's called My Baby. Here you go.
My baby is stand by me. I'm in need. She watch over me. When I'm asleep, nobody there. But I wanna tell you about my baby. She's been so good to me, yeah. Over in the midnight hour, I don't know why. I have the time. She always will be. Yeah, and sit and cry. No other girl will be true. But I just wanna tell you about my baby, yeah. My baby got a good thing going, yeah. I love my baby. I got to stop now. Running around here. Every girl in this town, nobody there will put up with me. But I just wanna tell you about my baby, yeah. My baby's got a good thing going, yeah. I know my baby loves me, yeah. That's why I'm so crazy about my baby, yeah. My baby loves me, yeah.
As Little Charles, a.k.a. Little Charles Johnson, September 1964. It's on the Rainbow record label out of Dallas, Texas. My Baby is the name of the tune. I don't know where Dave Antrell came up with all these great records he did. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, here is a special dedication. This song for listener Emnon wants to send this one out to his wife, Bridget, who'll be celebrating a birthday tomorrow, September 12th. September 12th is Bridget's birthday, so this is a dedication to his wife by the Four Seasons. Had so many great hits, this group out of Newark, New Jersey. This one charted number 15 on Billboard, number 1 on WEMU in Lasonia, New Hampshire. This tune co-written by group member Bob Gaudio, and what Bob Crewell would have to be? No, I don't know, P. Farina. Who is that? Anyway, this is their 16th release on the Philips record label. It says it's featuring the sound of Frankie Valli. Let's hope the copyright police don't come out and chase Johnny G. Anyway, this is from February 67. By request for Emnon, sending it out to his wife, Bridget, on her birthday tomorrow, September 12th. The Four Seasons on Philips. The tune is called Begging.
I'm begging. Begging, begging. Put your loving hand out, baby. Begging, begging you. Put your loving hand out, baby. Riding high when I was king. Played it hard and fast 'cause I had everything. You walked away, warned me then that easy coming, easy going it would end. Begging, I'm begging you, won't you give your hand out, baby? Begging, begging, put your loving hand out, baby. I need you to understand that I tried so hard to be a man, the kind of man you want in the end. Only then can I begin to live again. An empty shell used to be the shadow of my life is hanging over me. Broken man without a goal, don't even stand a devil's chance to win my soul. Begging, begging you, won't you give your hand out, baby? Yeah. Begging, begging you, put your loving hand out, baby. I'm fighting hard to hold my own, oh, I just can't make it all alone. I'm holding on, I can't go back. Now that big brass ring is a shade of black. I'm begging you, won't you give your hand out, baby? Begging, begging, put your loving hand out, baby. Begging, won't you give your hand out, baby?
That's the sound of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons by request for listener Emnon, dedicating that to Bridget on her birthday. She'll be celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Bridget. February 67 release for Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons on Philips Records. Beggin' is the name of the tune. Johnny G is begging you. Tell your friends about the Vinyltreasure program every Wednesday night. It's all soul music out of my collection. Let us continue here and fill a request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. Bill will be coming up here. I don't know when. He's going to let me know sometime this week for another gospel special, his third gospel special coming up soon, so stay tuned. Now, this singer started in gospel. He was born in Como, Mississippi, but raised in Gary, Indiana. Now, after working in gospel music, he signed with Paul Cohen's Todd record label out of New York City. He had 9 releases on the Todd label. This was his second, and I think this was his biggest hit. His name, Joe Henderson. Joe Henderson, his name. This charted number 8 on Billboard, 2 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record on WABQ in Cleveland, Ohio. By request for Bill Olb, April 62, Joe Henderson on Todd Records. It's called Snap Your Fingers.
Snap your finger, I'll come running back to you on bended knee. Snap your finger, I'll come running. I'll be true. Take a chance on me. Let your light turn green. Baby, I've gotta know. Give me some kind of clue. Should I stay or go? Let me love you like the lover that you used to know. Turn the key and let me in through that same old door. I had it, but I lost it. Now I've got a broken heart to mend. Well, listen, I don't care what the cost is. I know I got to find a way back in. Snap your finger, baby, I'll come running. I'll do anything to get back again. But I lost it. Now I've got a broken heart to mend. But baby, listen, I don't care what the cost is. I've got to find a way back in. So if you just snap your finger, I'll come running. I'll do anything to get back again.
As by request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey, that is Mr. Joe Henderson. Joe Henderson with his second release on the Todd label from April 1962, Snap Your Fingers is the name of the song, and he had other releases too. It was unfortunate. He was about 25 years old when he recorded that song. Sounds older than that, but he was only 25, and then he would die a couple years later, October of 1964, at the age of 27. Dropped dead of a heart attack, but we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let us continue here now. Filling a request for listener Darren, aka Record Hound, wants to dedicate this song here by this singer from New York City, born James McLeese. Wow, I have a solo record by him, the early one by him, but he was born James McLeese back in 1942, had 12 releases on Frank Guida. needs a U there. Frank Guida's SPQR record label. And you know his biggest hit, a big #1 record he had on the SPQR label called If You Wanna Be Happy. But Darren requested his sixth release. This was a #10 record on WDON in Wheaton, Maryland. And Darren wants to send this one out. Specifically, send this to all the listeners and chatters who need a laugh while stomping and burning away their rugs. And Darren said he's going to join in, and he's going to show you how to do it. But let's go to September of 1963 by request for AKA Record Hound Darren in our YouTube chat room. Jimmy Soul on the SPQR label. It's called Go Way Christina.
About a girl that I know. She's 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and ugly as a crow. I can't get rid of her. She just won't let me be. I go from man to China. Christina would follow me. Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? 'Cause your face like nowhere, and you just don't tell. I was in the wise up in here, on an elephant hunt. Don't you know the guy thought he saw something new, so he handed me my gun. I took a couple aim, but just before I fired, and out jumped Christina, making goo-goo and ooh, Jimmy. Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? 'Cause your face like a whale, and you just come from jail. And I went on an expedition up to the North Pole. There was no one else for miles around, just me and the Eskimos. We walked and walked for 40 days, and it's a wonder we didn't freeze. But when I finally got there, Christina was waiting for me. Oh, Jimmy! Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? Go away, Christina, who gon' marry to you? 'Cause your face like a fish, and you just ain't like this.
There you go. That's going out to Record Hound, a.k.a. Darren, in our YouTube chat room, September 63. Jimmy Soul on the SPQR record label, Go Way Christina, going out to all you rug burners out there. Of course, he would have, he's got some other records that he did fairly well for him. I like the flip side of If You Want to Be Happy, a song called Don't Release Me. There's like a group behind that record. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let's continue here with the request. Let's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro, this group out of Cincinnati, Ohio, first recording back in 1957 for the Teenage record label, and continued to record into the 1960s, into the 1970s, into the 1980s, and even into the 1990s. Lots of releases on many different labels. But in 1963, they signed with United Artists. They had 6 releases on the label. Frank requested their third. This tune, written by Burt Russell, produced by Burt Burns, arranged by Gary Sherman, from November of 1963. Let's give a listen to the Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers on United Artists Records is going out to Frank Chingaro. It's called You'll Never Leave Him. The Isley Brothers.
You never leave him. Oh, you never leave him. You never leave him. He needs you too much. No, no, no. You never leave him. Oh, you never leave him. You got accustomed to the warmth of his touch. You promised me you'd tell him how our love got its start. But I know your reputation, girl. You're afraid to break his heart. You're still kissing him, honey. And you know that just ain't right. How can you love me all day long and cry with him all night? You never leave him. You never leave him. You never leave him. He needs you too much. You never leave him. Oh, you never. You're grown accustomed. Yeah. You said you'd tell him Friday. All you wanted was more time. But now here it is Sunday, baby, and I'm going out of my mind. You tell me you love me, and I think that I believe it's true. But if I waited for you all my life, tell me what good would it do? Oh, you never leave him. Oh, you never leave him. You never leave him. You never leave him. You need him too much. You never leave him. Yeah, you never. You're grown accustomed. You've grown accustomed to the warmth of his touch. You never leave him. Oh, you never leave him. You never leave him. Oh, you never leave him. Oh, you never. You've grown accustomed to the warmth. I can't believe it. You never leave him. Oh, you never. You never leave him. You never.
That's November 63 release there for the Isley Brothers on the United Artists Records, going out to Frank Chingaro, a song entitled You'll Never Leave Him is the name of the tune. Do you know they did Who's That Lady first on the United Artists record label before they had that big hit on T-Neck, I think? Anyway, Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let us continue here. Let's go up to Chicago now for this duo. They're Ray and Dave. I like this record a lot. Great two-sided 45. Came out on the Mika record label. Mika Records out of Chicago. It's Ray Caldwell, and I don't know who Dave is, but it's a great tune. This was number 6 on WBEE in Chicago. I want to send this one out to listener David Greet, to October 1966. Ray and Dave on Mika Records. The song is called Wrong, Wrong, Wrong.
That you
That's October 66 release for Ray and Dave. Ray and Dave on the Mika record label. Wrong, Wrong, Wrong is the name of the tune. Let's flip the 45 over here. Give a listen to the flip side of the record, too. This is the B-side. Line it up there. There you go. Now, the B-side here, written by one of the duos there, Ray Caldwell. Also, Jimmy Dobbins co-wrote this. He has releases on his own on the Crash record label. And Bob Lee, who was the A&R man for Crash Records. I bet Mika is probably a subsidiary of the Crash record label. From October 66, let's flip over Wrong, Wrong, Wrong by Ray and Dave. You get this tune. It's called 6 Lonely Days. Ray and Dave.
It's been 5 lonely days since I've heard a word. It's been 5 lonely nights that I've been hurt inside over you, over you, over you. Won't you just drop me a line if I ever cross your mind? Won't you just drop me a line? It won't take much of your time. Standing by the mailbox, baby. Standing by the man. Here he comes again, bringing me empty hand. Now it's been 6 lonely days. I haven't heard a word from you. No, not a word from you. Even though mail don't go through on a Sunday, Monday or Tuesday will do. You can write me, baby, on a Monday. Any day will do. Yeah, yeah. Pencil and paper don't cost too much. Only. And a stamp is just a dime. 1 dime, dime, dime. If you just write me, baby, I'll return your dime. Baby, drop me a line. If I ever cross your mind, won't you just drop me a line? It won't take much of your time. Oh, how do you make your baby? Oh, baby, 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 please. Oh, how do you plead for a little sympathy? Oh, please, 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 please. Oh, how do you mourn? I hear you mourn. Oh, baby, please. Oh, darling.
As B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, there you go, Ray and Dave, October 66. That's the flip side of Wrong, Wrong, Wrong on the Mika label. 6 Lonely Days is the name of the tune. It'll only be, Thursday, Friday, 2 lonely days before Johnny G gets back here on the radio. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request for listener Brian Latham in the UK. Brian used to critique, a lot of the songs I used to do on my soul show. Then he came back on Sunday when I had Dave the Rave here playing all those cool soul records. Showed up in chat room there, and he used to check out the archive, as many of you do. I think Indrajit is another one. There's someone else that does that too, and they will list the list. I think they do it because a lot of people have asked me for a playlist I don't have time to post the playlist, but you can kind of scroll through the video there. The Copyright Police just came out, by the way, which was interesting. But this is Brian asked for a flip side from the last 60s show. Last week I featured the Metros out of Detroit on RCA Records, their first of three called Sweetest One. So Brian wanted to hear the flip side, a tune written by Jack Ashford, Pat Lewis, and Ray Monette. So this is from October 1966. So we'll send it out. Special request for Brian Latham in the UK. The Metros with a B-side on RCA Records. It's called Time Changes Things for Brian.
I remember, baby, when we were so in love. I used to tell you, baby, yeah, I got to have you now. I got to have you now. But somehow, baby, time brought about a change. Time brought about a change. A change in your baby, yeah, that I can't explain. Yeah, time changes baby. Time changes things. Yeah, time has changed things. I used to buy you moats and coats, and then one day I saw you walking with your other friend, and you turning with the other way. I got to have you, baby, yeah. I got to have you now. I got to have you, baby. I got to have you now. Yeah. Time has changed Time has changed but someday, baby, some sense and bring it home to me. And just as soon as you walk in that door is when I'm gonna take my leave. Time changes things, baby. Time does funny things. Time does funny things. Time has changed it now. Yeah. Time changes things. Baby. Time changes things. Yeah. Time has changed things.
There you go. That's going out to Brian Latham. That's October 66. That's a B-side by the Metros, the flip side of Sweetest One, song entitled Time Changes Things. Their first of three on the RCA record label. Sure does. Time changes things. It's true. That's what the Supreme said, too. Let us continue. Here's fill a request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. This group out of Chicago. The group included Charles Johnson. He was the bass. Willie C. Robinson, tenor. Stacy Steele Jr. tenor, and the lead singer. His name is Joe Brackenridge. Collectively, they were known as the Cascades. This first came out on the McCormick record label. Then it would get picked up by a label called Renee Records. This charted number 38 on WVON in Chicago. Let's go to August of 1964. The Cascades on Renee Records. For Bob Cruz, it's called Pains in My Heart.
Lord, every morning
There you go. That is the Cascades. The Cascades from August 1964. It's on the Renee record label. That's by request for Bob Cruz, song entitled Pains in My Heart. And that was on Renee Records, originally on the McCormick record label. And after, let me see, this group later recorded as Joe Brackenridge and the Cascades for the USA record label, and also the Pace Setters on the Mika record label. Let's fill a request for listener Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room as we go to Brooklyn, New York. For this gal, her real name is Jean McCrae, but she is the youngest sister of Darlene McCrae, and they were both members of the Cookies, but she recorded as Earl Jean, and this is on the Colpix record label, a tune written and produced and arranged by Jerry Goffin and Carole King. This charted number 38 on the Billboard charts, number 2 record on KORL in Honolulu, Hawaii. Of course, Herman's Hermits had the big hit with this in September of 64, but this released in April of 64. Going out to Oldies Fan, Joe Smith, Earl Jean, and the original version of I'm Into Something Good for Joe. As by request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, that's Earl Jean. Earl Jean on the Colpix record label. What did I say that was? Her first of what? First of 3? Let me, maybe I didn't say anything. I don't know. April 1964, Earl Jean on Colpix with the original version of I'm Into Something Good. That's on Styrene. I found that in the wild. I'm not going to complain. Can't go wrong for 10 cents, even with that record. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, fill a request for listener Edmund Williams, this singer from Crawfordsville, Arkansas, began singing as a member of the Five Echoes. They recorded for the Sabre and VJ labels back in the 1950s, but he went solo in signing with Sam Cooke's SAR label in 1961. In 63, recorded for the subsidiary, another Sam Cooke label, Derby Records, which I think Edmund collects. He collects, I think he's got just about all of the SARs, almost all, and I think all the Derbys. I don't have all the Derbys. I think I'm missing two, but I think he's got one that, or a couple that I don't have. But anyway, this is his second of three on the Derby record label, and this from October 1963. Let's give a listen to Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor, yes, the same Johnny Taylor that had a 1976 hit called Disco Lady, a 45 that I bought back in 1976. But this is from October 63 on the Derby label, Johnny Taylor, with parentheses, I'll always be, and then it says, in love with you. This is for Edmund Williams.
If you only let me hold your hand, and if you say that I'm your lover man, if you let me walk by your side, I wanna protect you and to be your guide. Oh, I know, I'll always be in love with you. Now if you only say you wear my ring and say that I'm your everything, if you let me be your steady date. Now if you love me, don't hesitate. I know, yes I know. It's one thing, I'll always be in love with you. Baby, I wanna hold you. Baby, I wanna kiss you. Baby, think of all the fun we'll have while walking on and on. If you only let me hold your hand, and if you say that I'm your lover man, if you let me walk by your side, I wanna protect you and to be your guide. I know, yes I know. I'll always be in love with you. Baby, I wanna hold you. Baby, I wanna kiss you. I know, yes I know. It's one thing, little girl, I'll always be in love with you.
As Johnny Taylor going out to Edmund Williams, his second of three on the Derby record label. I'll always be, that's in parentheses, and it says, in love with you is the name of the tune. And you know what Edmund normally does. He asks for the flip side. Not always, but in this case he did. And I'm glad that he listens to both sides of his 45s. I think that's what you gotta do. You do have to do that. But let's flip this 45 over here. October 63, the flip side of I'll Always Be in Love with You. This is a tune written by Sam Cooke. This one written by Sam Cooke. Mr. Johnny Taylor on Derby Records for Edmund Williams. It's called Baby, We've Got Love.
Got a smile, a crazy little smile, but everybody's got a smile. But if we get together and you smile when I hold you, then we got love. I tell you that we got love, so much love. We've got love, so much love, honey. Now baby, then we got love. Now listen, you got a heart. I know you got a heart because everybody's got a heart. But listen, now if your heart beats faster when you see me coming, then we got love. But oh, we've got love, so much love, baby. Oh, we got love. Now, if your heart beats faster when you see me coming, then we got love. I wanna tell you that we got love, so much love, a great big bundle of love. Oh, yeah. Now, if your heart beats faster when you see me coming, then we got love.
There you go, the sound of Johnny Taylor there. You heard the A and B side. That's for listener Edmund Williams, October 63, Johnny Taylor on the Derby label. That side called Baby We Got Love, sounding a lot like, or similar to Sam Cooke, I'd say. But I'll Always Be in Love with You was the first side that I played. Let us continue here for this next singer. Had over 50 releases on different labels, but never really had a hit. Unfortunately, he was born in Alabama and stricken with polio at age 4, but then his family moved out to Los Angeles, California, started recording back in 1952 for the Aladdin record label, but he continued to record through 1983. And here's his, on different labels, of course, but till 83, I should say. This is his 4th release on Ron Badger's Shirley Records, which is out of Fremont, California, written by the label owner and this singer. His name is Ray Agee, and it was arranged by Johnny Hartzman from December 63. Ray Agee on the Shirley label. It's called The Monkey on My Back. Ray Agee.
I'm up every morning at the break of day. I have to go to work just to get my pay. I work all day till the sun goes down. Come back home and get you fooling around. Sometimes I wonder what makes you tick.
Well, it's the monkey on my back.
I caught you cheating and my heart is sick.
Well, it's the monkey on my back.
I trust in you because I believe in you.
Well, it's the monkey on my back.
Now tell me what more can a good man do?
Oh, that is the monkey on my back.
I work for you just like a slave. I don't know why you won't behave. You think you can cheat me in a way you please, and I'll come back crawling on my knees. Oh, people keep talking about what you do.
Well, it's the monkey on my back.
You keep cheating on me and you won't be true.
Well, it's the monkey on my back.
I try so hard to make you understand.
Well, it's the monkey on my back.
You keep pushing me around for some other man.
Oh, that is the monkey on my back.
A man needs a woman that's nice and kind, but that kind of woman is hard to find. If I'm gonna keep you on my mind, you gotta stop cutting them monkeys shine.
I'll get the monkey off my back. I'll get the monkey off my back.
Yes, you just got to stop
I'll get the
now.
monkey off my back.
You just got to stop
I'll get the
right
monkey off
now.
my back.
You gotta stop cutting them monkeys shine.
There you go, December 1963. I guess Charlene no luck finding that gal singing with him on that song there. Ray Agee from on the Shirley label, his 4th release on that label. The Monkey on My Back is the name of the tune. The monkey is on my knee, although I will say I got on the scale on Tuesday morning and I was down 20 total. I lost 3.5 pounds last week, so that's a total of 22.8 22.3 pounds since I've been on this Weight Watchers thing. So I'm happy with that. Although Barbara went to Arthur Avenue today with her girlfriend. So then she called me and said, "Johnny, you have to go over to the house. My mother did something to the computer. There's some kind of notification that they want her to put some antivirus stuff." I said, "Don't, she shouldn't touch it." So I shut it off, and then she was telling me some other switch. I said, "Barbara, I shut it off. It's not going on again." So, she was on her way back. She was having lunch on Arthur Avenue. Where is that? That's by the Bronx Zoo. That's in the Bronx. So she said she had something for us here. Okay. So she brought Italian cookies. Now, these are not like your ShopRite cookies. And of course, I tasted one. I think I tasted two. And then she brought this Italian, but it was wheat bread. It was really good. I had one slice with my little piece of chicken. And she brought freshly made raviolis that we had tonight. I had maybe 4 of them. I think they were big ones, like big squares like this. So that's about 8 points, I think. So I hope I didn't miss. You know what? I could indulge a little bit. Can I indulge like I indulge in buying records? But anyway. But evidently she got it, it was ransomware. And that ransomware, it says pay us some money. What they wanted her to download this stuff, and thank God her mother didn't do it. But anyway, I digress. But let's continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo. This gal, originally from Montgomery, Alabama, but she relocated to Detroit back in 1960, and she, along with her brother Albert, teamed up with fellow siblings Tommy and Freddie Martin to form a group called the Paragons, and their singing caught the attention of their neighbor, who was Mike Hanks, and he was pretty big up in the Detroit area. So he recorded them in 1963 and would lease their track to Duke Brown, or he owned a label called Exit Records, and they had their first single called Pretty Words, which I think is a really rare record on the Exit label. And the lead singer on that was Doris Jean Harrell. She was the lead, but she would change her name to Dee Edwards. And this was her first solo release, a tune written by Clara Bell and Mike Hanks and Rudy Robinson. This was a number 19 record on WJBK in Detroit from October 63 by request for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. Dee Edwards on Tuba Records. It's called You Say You Love Me, parentheses, and Need Me. This is for Adrian, Dee Edwards.
You say you love me, really, really love me. Then why don't you love me all the time? You say you need me, really, really need me. Then why do you treat me so unkind? If you really
have you. Around.
October 63 release there. That's going out to Adrian Viterbo on our YouTube chat. And that's a nice sound there by D. Edwards, kind of like a Mary Wells type thing there. That's on the Tuba label. You Say You Love Me, parentheses, and Need Me. You know that record? If I was on Dick Clark's American Bandstand Rate a Record segment, you know, I would give that record a 95 is what I would do. And I don't know what it got. I forget. But I have to go back and check the video on that. But I like that tune. There you go for Adrian. Let us continue. Here's go out to Los Angeles, California now for this next group. The lead singer of this group was previously a member of the 1959 group called the Cyclones, recorded for the Forward record label. I have that record. Goes for about $250 or $300, that Forward record. But in 1960... his group would sign with James McEachin's Mac 4 label. They had 5 releases on the Mac 4 label, and some of their masters were sold to the World Pacific label, which issued one in June 63 on one of their subsidiaries, Aura Records. And this is arranged by Gene Page. It features Jerome Evans on lead. We go to October of 1963, the same month and year as that D. Edwards record. Let's give a listen to The Furies. The Furies on Aura Records. The song is called Cover Girl.
I saw your picture on a magazine. You smiled at me just like a living dream. Cover girl. Since then I've searched everywhere for you. I want to be, yes, I want to be your lover. Girl on the cover, love, I love you, cover girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. You stole my heart away that very day. Very day. I took one look and I knew right away. Cover girl. I wanted you to love my very own. I had to be, yes, I had to be your lover. Girl on the cover, fell for you, cover girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. I found my cover girl one lonely day. Lonely day. I made her mine and she is mine to stay. Cover girl. Now I don't need no picture. I've got my girl, yeah, I got to be her lover. Girl on the cover, I love you, cover girl, yeah. Now I got to be your lover. Girl on the cover, I fell for you, cover girl, baby. Now I got to be your lover. Hey, girl on the cover, I love you, cover girl, baby. Now I got to be your lover.
October 63 release there for The Furies. The Furies on the Aura record label. Song entitled Cover Girl. That's Jerome Evans on lead. Of course, they would have 2 releases on the Liberty record label. My in-studio guest on last Sunday, Dave the Rave, played one of their releases on the Liberty record label, if you remember. I told you David was a member of this group. But interestingly enough, on that show, Dave the Rave played a song called Cover Girl, and I ended up with the 45. He had it for sale. He was teasing me a lot, but he was showing me all these other rare records. So he said, Johnny, I'm making your mouth water, so I'm at least going to let you buy a record. And of course, he had another copy of this, of course. So I ended up buying this 45 off of Dave the Rave, and it is a song with the same title, Cover Girl, although this singer was a member of a long list of groups through his career, tagged along with his buddy Arthur Cryer in groups like The Mellows, with Lillian Leach and the Mellows on J.D. The Halos, that recorded on the Seven Arts label. You may know the song called Nag. The Star Steppers on the Amy record label. Little Guy and the Giants on the Lawn label. The Twisters that recorded for Capitol and others. But he also did some backup work, and he also had a number of solo releases, like on the Ren label, on Southside Records, on the Rivoil label, and this label, Rust Records. It's a tune that he co-wrote from February of 1966. We just heard Cover Girl by the Furies. Well, let's give a listen to another song called Cover Girl, this time by Carl Spencer. Carl Spencer on Rust with a song called Cover Girl.
With your head in a cloud, and since they made you girl a woman, girl, you say I don't fit in your crowd. But I remember when, whoa, our soles on your sneakers were thin, and now you're just a news-making, picture-taking, heart-breaking cover girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're just a news-making, picture-taking, heart-breaking cover girl. A whole lot better, girl, baby, when you were on my team. But now you're just another tight sweater, girl, posing pretty for a magazine. But I won't be around when your public finally puts you down, 'cause I don't take no news-making, picture-taking, heart-breaking cover girl. No, 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 no. I don't take no news-making, picture-taking, heart-breaking cover girl. But I won't be around when your public finally puts you down, 'cause I don't take no news-making, picture-taking, heart-breaking cover girl. No, 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 no. I don't take no news-making, picture-taking, heart-breaking cover girl.
As February 1966 there for Carl Spencer. Carl Spencer on the Rust record label, song entitled Cover Girl. You heard two different songs by the name of Cover Girl, but we're going to flip over the 45, give a listen to the flip side here. We didn't get to do that on the guest spot, although Dave wanted to do that, but I said, no, we'll just play that side. So we'll play this one on Johnny G's show. Let's flip it over here and play the flip side of this 45. Again, co-written by this lead singer here and also Bob Halley from February 66, Carl Spencer, the flip side of Cover Girl on the Rust label. It's called Progress.
Your crowds changed, and so have you.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, Carl Spencer from February 66. Song entitled Progress. We make progress here every Wednesday night. And the A-side there, a song entitled Cover Girl. Let's continue for a few more here before we sign off. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime as we continue here. Fill a request for listener Mnon. We head back to Detroit, Michigan for this group known as the Holidays. Lord knows there were tons of groups by that name, but this is the group that recorded for the Golden World and Revelot record labels. I played the flip side of this on last week as the instrumental opener. I forget what the name of it is. We will... Oh, it was called... No, it was not that. But anyway, let's give a listen to the flip side here. Charlene doesn't have... It's because we did both sides on the research. So, but we didn't change this right up. This is from April of 1966. This group included Edwin Starr, who I think is doing lead on this, along with J.J. Barnes and Steve Mancha. This charted number 63 on Billboard, 50 on Cashbox, number 7 on the R&B charts. These are the Holidays by request for Mnon. The Holidays from April 66 with I'll Love You Forever. This is for Mnon.
I'll love you forever. I'll love you forever. I'll love you forever. I'll love you forever.
Now listen to me, baby. I'm not destined for the Hall of Fame, and bright lights don't shine on my name. But more important than all of these things is the joy and happiness that your love brings. That's why I'll love you forever. Baby, I'll love you forever and ever, forever and ever, baby. My little baby, 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 baby.
I'll love you till the sea runs dry. I'll love you till the stars fall from the sky.
Sweet thing you do and say make our love strong in so many ways. The greatest gift that a man can receive can be no greater than the love you give to me. That's why I love you forever, baby. I love you forever, baby. I love you. I want you forever. To the stars fall from the sky. I need you forever. Until the sea runs dry.
That's going out to listener Mnon there. That's the sound of the Holidays. That's Edwin Starr on lead, by the way. April 1966, along with J.J. Barnes and Steve Mancha. They were the Holidays on Golden World Records. I'll Love You Forever is the name of the tune. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Grace will be here early tomorrow, so I have to get up and let her in. Yes, I do. But let's go to this tenor saxophonist, band leader from New Orleans, formed his band in 1961 after leaving the service and moving to Montgomery, Alabama. Signed with Leonard Chess's Checker record label, had 5 releases on the label. His biggest hit was his first, called Searching for My Love. Let's give a listen to his third. This tune first recorded by The Maze on the Calla label back in what year? but I guess it was just first recorded by the Mays. This charted number 4 on WJOT in Lake City, South Carolina from June 1967. Let's give a listen to Bobby Moore. Bobby Moore on Checker Records. It's called Chained to Your Heart. Can't go wrong buying records like that for $1. You see, when you do label fills, I bought that from one of my doo-wop dealers. Which again, because it was like, do you do label fillers? I mean, I don't know if I call that a label filler, but anyway, there you go. Cool tune there by Bobby Moore. Bobby Moore from June of 1967 on the Checker record label. Chained to Your Heart is the name of the tune. Well, Johnny G going to be releasing you now. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you want to get in touch with me, you can send me an email. It's vinyltreasures@aol.com. And if you have a request for any of the shows, the 3 shows, maybe not so much the 78 show, because I don't know what I have on 78. It's like potluck. But for this show, and also the Saturday night show, which is like 1950s vocal groups, please feel free to contact me. We can talk about also if you enjoy the show. I get lots of emails, and you can tell Dave the Rave. He loves getting all the emails that he gets from his thousands of fans, and I do too. Sometimes I don't have enough time to read them, but I always try to get back to the listeners. But anyway, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. Those of you that are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. And again, I'll be back next Wednesday evening again from 9 p.m. till midnight. Also streaming on Oldies and More Radio. And I'll be back Saturday. So if you want more, but 50s and 60s, if you enjoy that type of music, please join me on Saturday evening from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be back here on YouTube and also back on Oldies and More Radio. And if it ever gets blocked, so if you miss any of the show, it should always be up, at least the visual should be up on YouTube. But if I get copyright, they may take it down. So you can always go to vinyltreasures.net. I've loaded all the shows up until, not and nothing for last week, and I think the week before, so I got to put those shows up. But anyway, so thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Charlene is my administrative assistant. She assists me with the research and putting the show together. I give her all your requests, and she either matches them up in my database or she goes and she researches, and it's not an easy job to do, and sometimes it's very difficult for her, especially with the new stuff, and especially with, she says, Johnny, the 60s drive me crazy, and because there's not that many outlets to go to find information on the 60s stuff, but I try to provide it. Kind of gives a different spin on the music instead of just sitting here and playing records, only because, well, forget about it, as far as it's hard enough to play the records, don't get me wrong, but to even talk about the music, and I throw in stories and stuff. I think that's like kind of cool. A lot of people like to hear my babbling, although I don't want to babble too much. But anyway, I am beat, folks. I gotta go. So thank you all. We're gonna close the show tonight with a what I say it was. This gal from Hollandale, Mississippi, moved to Chicago. Her real name was Ruby Stackhouse. She first recorded for the Kelman label back in 1965 under her real name, Ruby Stackhouse. Then in 1967, she signed with Ricardo Williams' Zodiac label, which was out of Stokey, Illinois, and recorded under an alias, Ruby Andrews. And she would have 14 releases on this Zodiac record label. She has a couple that go for some big bucks too, but this was her third release, which was her biggest hit, a tune written by Joe Armstead and Milton Middleton. Charted number 52 on Cashbox, 51 on Billboard, number 9 on the R&B chart, and a number 1 record, a big number 1 record on WBBE in Chicago. From June 67, our closer, Ruby Andrews on the Zodiac record label. And this is what they call my buddy Dave the Rave, who was here on Sunday. Casanova, your playing days are over. That's going to do it, folks, for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I'll see you next time right here on the show. Just want to say, everybody, so long, Casanova.